You can make a difference. You can give hope to a child. You can change a life. And that is no small change.
Welcome to another episode of One on One. My name is David Stahl, and in addition to being the president of Kids Hope USA, I'm also a mentor. Now, the little guy that I mentored 3 years ago and I, on our first visit, were walking from his classroom towards the principal's office where there was an empty room that we were going to meet in. As he's discovered that we were walking towards the principal's office, he said, "Hey, Mr. Dave." He stopped and he goes, "I smell trouble. Are we going to the principal's office? What did I do?" And I told him, I said, "No, don't worry. You're not in trouble. We're just going to go, and in the room next to Mr. Blanding, we're going to meet, and that's where we're going to get together." He said, "Fine." As we settled into the room, he said, "You're sure that I'm not in trouble?" I said, "No, you're not in trouble." He said, "Okay, then." I was kind of wondering what I've gotten myself into. Well, that's a question that maybe you've asked too. Because a lot of people, when they get involved with Kids Hope USA, want to know, what have I gotten myself into? So today I'd like to answer that question. What have you gotten yourself into? Because you're involved with a growing ministry, a growing organization that is spreading across the country. We're now in 33 states. We're about to add our 34th, which will be New Mexico. But we have programs operating in 33 states. And as you know, those programs are a church and a school partnered together, with the church providing mentors for the at-risk students at the school. Now, how many times does that happen? Well, we're well over 800 strong as far as those church-school partnerships across the country. But the most important number that we have is that now we've grown to over 14,000 children who receive hope and love from a Kids Hope USA mentor every week. So think about that. You're part of an organization, you're part of a ministry that reaches 14,000 kids every week. And that means there's 28,000 volunteers, 14,000 mentors, 14,000 prayer partners. Quite a sizable organization that you've gotten yourself into. So why are we growing? Well, it's simple. Kids Hope USA works, and people notice. Just last week, I was in the Colorado area and participated in a gathering, actually a pastor's breakfast, that was put on by 3 elementary school principals who don't have a Kids Hope USA program in their schools yet, but had heard all about the wonderful things that happen when a mentor sits down with a child for an hour a week. So these 3 principals banded together, sent out an invitation letter to several area pastors, and while I was there in the area, we all sat down together. I explained what Kids Hope USA does, and they explained how they really want to have a partner church in each one of their schools. It was a great moment, but it also showed how the schools really want our program. In fact, this afternoon, I have a conference call set up with a superintendent who's going to ask me, what do we need to do to get a program in all of our elementary schools? So right now, what you're part of is an organization that has proven itself. Over 17 years of operation, we've proven ourselves to the schools who know our kids so well and see the difference made in all of our students. You know, right now, we have probably a little over 1,200 schools waiting for a church partner. So our growth is assured for years to come. One of the key reasons that Kids Hope USA works so well is because people like you have stepped up and said, "I'll mentor a child for an hour a week. I can do that." A great example came our way recently when a program down in Mansfield, Texas, sent us a video of one of their mentors. Watch this video to see who else is mentoring as part of Kids Hope USA.
When I moved here, I didn't know anybody. We just relocated to Mansfield about 9 years ago and started here with my wife, and we have 5 children together. I'd been wanting to do something more, something that meant a little bit more to me, and then got together with the Big Hope. Basically what it was an opportunity for our church and a local elementary school to get together. Not only was the name perfect, because the Big Hope is what I've been hoping for all the time. When I heard that there was a chance to be a mentor for young kids, especially elementary kids, to be able to help somebody and teach them or give them something that I have to offer, I hadn't been asked probably ever in my entire life. How are you? And it worked out so well that this organization came, and to be a mentor was the most fabulous thing I could imagine, because I've been mentored all my life. So I got to give back. What does Santa Claus bring you? 5 pencils, a Slinky, a 5-pound chocolate, 10-pound can. How big is a 10-pound candy cane? Are you glad to be back in school? No. I had to go back to work too. How about that? You had a big sandwich today. When we first started this, there was a little bit of quietness and not so sure what to do. A little bit of space between us. Did your teacher want us to do some work today? And then as we've gone further through this, more and more happens every day. Who weighs more, you or me?
You.
You can poke your eye out with that. Now what can that be? I fell in love, and he comes up and he hugs me regularly, and he doesn't want me to leave, and it just touches my heart, because I don't want to leave either. You trying to smash my carrots? Here's the reason. I came into this thinking that I was going to make such a huge difference in somebody else's life, and the truth is, that's happened, but a difference has been made in my life. I'm going to hold it and you're going to kick it. Score! Good job! You did good, didn't you? My name is Dr. George Bobbitt, and I'm a local chiropractor here in Mansfield. I attend First United Methodist Church, and I'm also a mentor.
So people often ask, why does Kids Hope USA work? Well, there's a variety of reasons. One of which is that our mentors commit to kids and stick with them over the long haul. Another reason is that our mentors faithfully show up every week and do a great job. If that describes you, thank you. But the largest reason why Kids Hope USA works was discovered by an external researcher who evaluated our program over 2 years. And his conclusion was this: highly engaged prayer partners make the greatest impact on kids. So what that means is that Kids Hope USA works best when there's a highly engaged prayer partner. Go figure. I believe what we've quantified is the fact that God listens to all those prayers and answers them. What a great revelation. But that's why Kids Hope USA works so well. All right, so what can you do about all this stuff that I've shared with you today? Well, there's a few things. First of all, think about the area that you live in. Are there other churches or schools that would be interested in having a Kids Hope USA program? You know, it's okay for you to approach them and just say, here's what's going on at our school, through our church, and with kids. Share with them as far as what's happening, and you might find that they want to have a program too. And maybe you invite some pastors together, but just see where the Holy Spirit leads you on that. The second thing you can do is, just like we saw with Dr. Bobbitt, find out who else in your church would like to mentor a child. You know, it is really easy. Now, granted, not everybody kicks a football through some Tinker Toy goalposts like the Dr. Bobbitt and his little guy do, but it is just that easy to get together with a child, and it does do something tremendous in the heart of a mentor. And third, it's build a strong relationship with your prayer partner. Or if you're a prayer partner, build a strong relationship with your mentor. As I mentioned earlier, a highly engaged prayer partner is the single greatest determiner of a positive outcome in a child. And that's because God is answering those prayers. So whatever you can do to be a highly engaged prayer partner or help your prayer partner highly engage will have a tremendous impact on your child. And as research shows, a highly engaged prayer partner makes all the difference in the world. And what is that difference? Well, it's a little life that changes. And we all know that when you change your life, it's no small change.